the learning objectives is to understand the different ways in which IRAs can be funded and the limitations that apply. We're also going to be looking at some of the rules that apply to the various funding methods. In part one, we defined a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA, and we looked at the rules that governed regular IRA contributions, spousal IRA contribution, recharacterizations of regular IRAs, deemed IRA contributions, conversions, and we also did a high-level review of simple IRAs. Today we're going to be looking at rollovers from employer-sponsored retirement plans into IRAs, and I've broken it down into two different sections. One that looks at non-Roth assets and one that looks at Roth assets, because they're treated differently, and the type of accounts to which they can be rolled over are different in some cases. We're also going to be touching on payroll deduction IRAs, transfer due to divorce and quadros, CISP IRAs, and the new IRA. Now, one of the reasons why I included the payroll IRA and the CISP IRA is because I know many of you, I've heard from many of you that you are trying to target the small business market, which I think is a great thing because the majority of employees in the United States are employed by small businesses, and unfortunately, many of these small businesses do not provide a retirement plan for one reason or another. And so the issue for you becomes how do you convince a small business client to set up a retirement plan? And in cases where they're insistent that they don't want to establish a retirement plan for the business, then what are the other options? Because I think you will agree that it is in everyone's best interest to encourage employees to save for their retirement. And in cases where their employers are not providing an employer-sponsored retirement plan, then those employees should look at other options, such as funding their own IRAs. Because if they don't, when it comes to retirement, they won't have a retirement nest egg, which means they're going to rely on the social welfare system. And so for those of us who have saved in retirement, then we will be required to finance their retirement. So it's in everyone's best interest that everyone who can do as much as they can towards funding their own retirement nest egg.